If you have horses, then you are probably going to at some point need to quickly untie them in the time of a crisis. Today I'm going to show you how to make a quick release rope system that really works. I've been fortunate to have horses my whole life, and I can't tell you how many times one of them has pulled back and you're trying to get to the rope, you're trying to get it untied. Luckily, most of the times it works out okay. Sadly, a few months ago we had a mare do it and she was severely injured. She impaled herself on a pipe, and since that point she has a fear of being tied up. So I've been on a quest to make a quick release rope system that would work on tying her up anywhere, not just to one location. So what we're going to show you today is how to make this strap that will attach, a quick release snap will attach to. So this one here will wrap around any a bar, a pipe, and you bring the ring through the center, and then a quick release snap clicks to it. So there's a quick release on this end, and there's a quick release up here by her neck. What I'm finding is when horses pull back, you can rarely get to this snap. It's usually one needs to be down here at the pipe. So I have made a little system where you can attach that snap to this ring. So I'm going to take you step by step on how you can make your own system. For this project, you're going to need 50 feet of nylon cord. I am using a 3/16 braided nylon cord. You can use 1/4 inch. I don't know, anything bigger might be too cumbersome. You're going to need a 2-inch ring, and then you're going to need 2 quick release snaps. We ordered these snaps off of Amazon, and the link is down below for them. For the ring that goes around the pipe, you need 2 pieces of 15-foot cord. And this is nylon cord, so as I cut it, I'm going to just melt the ends so that it doesn't fray out on me. But you need 2 15 feet of cord. Take a ring and, if possible, clamp it to a solid surface. I just clamped it to a piece of wood because we're going to be putting the rope in one side of the ring. So find the center of each rope, stick it through the ring, and pull through your tails. Okay, the big picture of what we're going to do square knots for about 18 inches. Then it's going to fold back on itself to make a loop, and then we're going to finish off the handle that way. But to do a square knot, you divide your ropes into 3 sections, 2 in the middle and 1 on each edge. So we're going to take the left over 2, the right over that 1, and then the right under the 2. And pull through your half circle there and draw it up. A square knot takes 2 steps, so that was step number 1. Now we do the same thing with the opposite side. So we're going to do right over the 2, left over the 1, left under the 2, and through your half circle. So that's 1 square knot. And then you're going to do that all the way down the cord. If you're stop a project or you're curious on which one goes next, you can see here this cord goes out of the back of that knot. The cord comes out of the front of this knot. So the one that goes out of the back is the one you do next. So we're going to go left over, right over that, right under 2. That one goes out the back right here, so we're going to go right over, left over that one, left under the 2. I've continued for this is about 18 inches long now, and you need to make sure you have probably 10 inches at least cords on each side. These ones are excessively long in the middle because you didn't use them, but we'll be using a piece of that here in a second. So at this point, fold back your strap to make a hole here, because this ring is going to go through that loop when you put it onto a pipe. So I've turned my project so that you can see it. We're going to fold back about 3-4 inches, and there's loops down below. Feed one of each side into a loop. Feed the other cord into the one straight across. At this point, I'm going to feed the really long ones through as well, just for extra stability. So take your middle long one and feed it through the next one, and this long one through this side. So continue having the long ones go down the center. Now you're going to use these 2 outside ones to do a couple more big square knots. Going around all of the layers, so they're really kind of chunky. There we go. Feed your tail down the center, and this tail down. I'm going to feed it down a different cord so that we can melt them to each other. So that one went under there. I'm going to have this one go on the next one down. Okay, I'm going to cut these even, going with the shortest one and use that length so we have those even. And go ahead. This part is going to be hidden by the next step, but I'm going to go ahead and I put gloves on because I want to tap it down to when it gets hot. So I'm going to get this hot. There, it's just kind of sealing it against itself. Do a little bit more. So now we're going to take the cord that you cut off from the long ones. I'm going to go ahead and trim these ones to be all the same length at this point. Take the piece that you cut off, run it lengthwise with your strap, making a little loop down at the bottom. With your hand, hold all of your straps together, and we're going to just wrap basically a noose effect around to hide your tails. You're going to pull it nice and tight as you're doing it. You don't want to cover up your loop, so my loop is still here. So we're going to go down to make till all of your tails are covered. Yeah, there we go. Go around. Going to come back to my loop. Stick your tail through this loop. Take your end that's up here and pull it up through the center. So now all of your tails are in this noose. Go ahead and cut off this piece and the piece down here, and I'm going to melt those ends. Okay, there you have your quick release ring. So now this is going to go around your pipe fence. This slips through the hole, and you can hook on your quick release snap there. For the quick release strap, you need to have 2 snaps. In theory, one could be a regular snap that would go up to the halter, and this one would be the quick release that would go to the ring. So either way, you need to have 2 snaps. I chose to have 2 quick release snaps. So what you need is you need to have 20 feet of rope. You need to find the center. Loop the center through one of the rings on your snap and pull your tail through. The straps are right at 24 inches long, so I have my 24-inch ruler there. So you're going to take this end and bring back your tails through that snap. And flatten out your straps or your cords so that it's nice and straight. And we have 24 inches. So we have the snap here, brought the tails through the hole on this snap. And I'm going to go ahead and just put a little mark there at 24 inches so that when I move this to show you the next step, we can have it matched back up. Okay, go ahead and hook your snap to a solid surface somehow. This is just a piece of wood because we are going to be doing square knots all the way down the center to the next snap. So I'm going to line back up my mark of 24 inches. And I'm going to show you how to do a square knot. I've already shown it on how to do the ring, but in case you're only making this strap, I'm going to show you it again. So on a square knot, you have 4 cords. They're divided into 3 sections. So we're going to have the outside one, this outside one, and 2 go through the center. So to do a square knot, it's made up of 2 steps. The left goes first and then the right follows. So we're going to take your left cord, lay it over the 2. We're going to take your right cord, lay it over the 1, and the right cord goes under through your half circle and pull through the tail. And you're going to draw that up. Now you take your right cord over 2, your left cord over 1, your left cord under 2, and draw it through the half circle. So that is 2 steps to make 1 square knot. And you know which knot or which cord to go next. You can see that this cord comes out of the front of the knot. This cord comes out of the back of the knot. The one that comes out of the back goes next. So we're going to go over 2, over 1, under 2. Now we do that with the right one. Over 2, over 1, under 2. So we're going to do square knots all the way down this center piece till we get to the end. As you get down to the end, you're going to probably be running short. So I have slid my knots down to get to here, so that it actually looks really cool, nice and spread out. So because you want to stop when you have a good 3 or 4 inches of tails left. So we're going to put those tails through the hole here and bring them back. A few of these knots, feed them back in, at least 2. So I'm going to go ahead and meet these tails in the center here. I put that one under that cross one, and I'm going to take this tail and go to the next cross and put it under. Cut those off to similar length. Now on the ring that we made, there was 1 tail left over. I'm going to take that tail and I'm going to put a noose around this area just to prevent these from scooting out. So to make a noose, run your cord down the length of your project, curl it up. We're going to make about a 3-inch loop there. The tails are melted on this case, but I want to go ahead and go on top of where they're melted at. So we're going to just wrap a noose for a few inches here, nice and tight. Okay, that looks pretty good. Going to go around this last time. Feed your end in the loop. Grab the end that you started with up here and pull your loop into the center and cut off your ends. I'm going to melt those ends one last time. Okay, and there you have your quick release strap. If you have any suggestions on improving this, this was designed out of necessity. As I had said, we had quite a tragic accident. If you have any other suggestions on DIYs, I would love to hear them in the comments down below. If you have any questions while you're making it, please ask. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. But as always, thank you for watching DIY on the House.